Hey everybody, this is Scribe, and joining me as always is the lovely Ranting Monkey. Say hi, Monkey.
Hey guys.
And as always, SDA. Hi, SDA.
Hi.
And first I want to say a big thank you to I Think I'm Real and your boy Pat for sitting in for me last couple of nights. Appreciate that, and I hope you guys had a good time. It sounds like everybody had a good time.
Yeah, we had good shows. It turned out really good.
Cool.
Real quick, we've talked about this before when we had guests on.
Mm-hmm.
It can go either really bad or really good, and they filled in very, very well, and I'm very thankful for them doing so.
I'm glad to, and that's the title of tonight's stream is a tribute to both of them for taking the time out to take up the slack for my absence. I appreciate it. I've been running around playing tour guide last couple of days, and I also haven't had any chances to do any video stuff aside from this now. So I'll be very quiet during YouTube time, but
I will not be.
Yeah, no, I know. No, you're the star attraction on YouTube time tonight, I think, unless SDA's got some dragons in her closet to talk about.
No.
Do we have anything else we want to cover before snooze?
Just welcome back, dude.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm glad to be back. I won't deny getting a little bit of a break from the daily routine is nice for once in a while, but I really did miss you guys and having the nightly venting amongst other things. So, and also bong. Because monkey's smoking up again. All right, and hello chat. Nice to see you again. I saw people in here very early on. Hi Zenith. Hi Mash. Hi Nothing for You here. Hi Knight of Charlemagne. Okay, so again, if I'm going over something you guys have already covered at length, just say so and I'll wave off. But as far as big stories today, the first thing I had was a shooting at an Arkansas nightclub.
Oh, I didn't hear about this.
Okay. So we have, and this is from CNN, so let's prepare for mistakes galore. 28 people injured in Arkansas club shooting, police say. Now, they're not talking about any casualties like fatalities, so I'm glad about that. I'm getting a little echo from SDA, as always. It's like tradition. Hello?
Did that fix it?
Testing. Seems to, yeah. Okay. 28 people were wounded early Saturday as gunfire rang out at a nightclub in Little Rock, Arkansas, police said. 25 people were shot, holy cow, and 3 others sustained related injuries at the Power Ultra Lounge in the Arkansas capital. At least one person is listed in serious condition. Victims ranged in age from 16 to the mid-20s and were being treated at area hospitals. Quote, "We do not believe this incident was an active shooter or terror-related incident." Well, it sure seemed like an active shooter to me.
What? Wait.
That's weird. This is a statement from the police. I'll start over just to make sure we got that right. We do, quote, capital letters, not believe this incident was an active shooter or terror-related incident. It appears to have been a dispute at a concert. The Little Rock Police Department tweeted.
But wouldn't that turn into somebody actively shooting?
Yeah, but what they mean by that is it's not like somebody running around picking people off. Okay, yeah, okay. I get it now. Okay.
Police have no motive for the shooting and no arrests have been made. Oh, that's not good. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives will be assisting the Little Rock Police with an investigation into the shooting. The club has 2 levels with a restaurant on the first and a lounge on the second, according to a description on its Facebook page. According to its description on its Facebook, I'm glad CNN goes to no lengths to find information about the subject at hand.
Yeah.
Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson issued a statement following the shooting, expressing sympathy for the victims and vowing action. Yeah, okay. So, don't have an arrest. That's interesting. 25 people shot. Thankfully, no one got killed, which is amazing to me. If somebody was able to hit 25 people and no one was killed by it, I mean...
In that kind of a thing, if they're not talking an active shooter, generally speaking, an active shooter is going to be at least picking their targets a little better.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just somebody who whips out a gun at a concert, chances are they're not actually trained to use that weapon.
Yeah, it's like not an active shooter, sort of like it was a crime of passion rather than a targeted attack.
Yeah,
sounds like it. It was like it was incidental to that place and everything. But yeah, I hope they catch whomever it was soon because that's still not good. Did you guys talk about the New York hospital shooting?
Yes, we covered that one last night.
Okay, then I won't bother with that one. Then at that point, I'm already at potpourri because as far as I can tell, not a whole heck of a lot happened today. I didn't see anything that was like major. Even the Trump story was like not even something worth talking about because it was like, oh, Trump insulted some MSNBC hosts on Twitter. Ooh.
We talked about that last night.
Did you? Okay, there you go. So,
am I the only one who's getting a bit worried because we haven't had much news to talk about? And anytime this happens, suddenly everything blows up.
Well, SDA is streaming tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah. So somebody. I mean,
it's me tomorrow.
Oh, is it? I'm sorry. I thought it was SDA. I don't know what this order is. Okay, so then
we're not out of order at all.
No, same order.
Yeah. Okay. So Monday, something horrible will happen because SDA will be streaming.
Yeah. Don't worry, monkey. I'll blow something up soon.
Sweet.
Oh, and thank you, chat, to everybody saying welcome back. I appreciate that.
We had a super chat there too.
What now?
There was a super
chat.
Oh,
was there? Oh, I'm sorry. I was...
Terry Demonis, thank you so much. He's back. Order has been restored.
Order has been restored, yes. Order to the universe. The backbone is back because Sub-Zero took the day off, I guess. So we're into potpourri. I don't have too many because I want to get right to MSS News. And by the way, chat, Monkey Dick, Jim Jones, movies. And if you have not already, please hit the like button. And if you have any news stories you'd like us to take a look at, now would be a good time to send them to us on Twitter using hashtag MSSNews. All right, so SGA, are you ready for potpourri?
Yeah.
All right. We have Transgender Pentagon, German Cardinal, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Fire Festival.
Nazis.
I assume you mean German Cardinal.
Nazis.
Because Disney, Walt Disney was a big proponent of Nazis. So,
sweet Mickey Mouse.
Okay, so the German Cardinal thing. Pope removes German Cardinal as sex abuse crisis catches up. This is from the Vatican City. Pope Francis sacked the head of the Vatican office that handles sex. Whoa. He sacked the head of the Vatican office that handles sex abuse cases Saturday, just days after he released another top Vatican cardinal to return home to stand trial for alleged sexual assault. Okay. The developments underscored how the Catholic Church's sex abuse crisis has caught up with Francis, threatening to tarnish his legacy over a series of questionable appointments, decisions, and oversights in his 4-year papacy. Perhaps sensing a need to change course, Francis declined to renew the mandate of German Cardinal Gerhard Müller. That doesn't sound like an old...
That's a Nazi name.
Yeah. Every really German name I can't help but associate with like a character from some, Indiana Jones movie or Schindler's List or something. As prefect of the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith. That's the name of the office that handles sex abuse charges. Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith. Okay. The Vatican office that processes and evaluates all cases of priests accused of raping or molesting minors. I wonder if that name was created before or after they had to handle all these cases, because that seems like a very benign name for an office dealing with that subject matter.
I would imagine it's been around for a while and it was purposefully chosen to be.
Yeah.
You don't want to office of priests fucking little boys. That just sounds wrong.
Lord, Francis.
That's a wrong message.
Francis named Mueller's deputy, Monsignor Luis Ladiara Ferrer, a Spanish Jesuit, surprise, surprise, to run the powerful office instead. During Mueller's 5-year term, the congregation amassed a 2,000-case backlog and came under blistering criticism from Irish abuse survivor Marie Collins, who had been tapped by Francis... That sounds wrong when I read it. Who had been tapped by Francis in 2014 to advise the church on caring for abuse victims and protecting children from pedophile priests. Yeah, that comes out bad when you say it like that.
Tap that cardinal.
Tap that cardinal. No, tap that abuse survivor. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's even worse.
That's worse.
Collins resigned from the Papal Commission in March, citing the unacceptable level of resistance from Mueller's office to heeding the Commission's proposals. Okay, so... this is a long article, but they go into a lot of the recent... they talked about Cardinal George Pell. That was sort of like what set off this new wildfire of problems. Yeah. And we talked about that a couple nights ago, I think, with the Cardinal being ditched.
Yeah, Scotch, real quick in the chat said, so the victim was a girl. Yeah, the latest round of this was actually kicked off by somebody who was touching a bunch of girls, not little boys this time.
Right.
It doesn't make it any better, but
no,
yeah, it is.
No. Children, adults, yuck. Okay.
It's just not what we're used to from the Catholic Church.
True. Let's see. Okay, so Transgender Pentagon, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Fire Festival.
Fire Festival?
Okay, we talked about this a few weeks, actually might have been a couple months ago now. There was the Fire Festival, the big disastrous sort of like super rich music concert.
Yes, yes.
This is a follow-up to that. Founder of disastrous Fire Festival, arrested and charged with fraud.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad that the organizer of the Fire Festival is arrested and charged with fraud, and yet I don't recall any bank presidents being arrested and charged with fraud in the last 10 years. But maybe that's just me being picky. One of the organizers of the disastrous Fire Festival has been arrested and charged with wire fraud, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York. Billy McFarland was arrested Friday in New York and accused of making, quote, false representations to investors, unquote, in his company Fire Media LLC and in a luxury music festival that had been set to take place in the Bahamas over 2 weekends in April and May. Acting Manhattan U.S. Attorney June Kim said in a statement Friday that McFarland allegedly presented fake documents to induce investors to put over $1 million into his company. Quote, William McFarland promised a life-changing music festival, but in actuality delivered a disaster. Well, he didn't technically false advertise. I mean, people's lives were changed as a result.
True.
Eating like bread sandwiches underneath a tent in styrofoam containers.
Yeah, I think they might have them on the luxury meals part.
That's true. That's probably true. And of course, in the article, they have a picture again of the 2 pieces of bread, 2 slices of cheese, and a handful of salad in a styrofoam container. That's classic now. McFarland had promoted the Fire Festival as, quote, more than just a music festival, unquote, promising not only live music, but luxurious accommodations, gourmet meals, and mingling with celebrities on a private island in the Bahamas. In exchange, festival goers paid anywhere from $450 to $250,000 to attend.
Dumbass.
Instead, the festival collapsed in spectacular public fashion. When the attendees arrived in the Exumas, a group of islands belonging to the Bahamas, they discovered that the luxury accommodations were actually disaster relief tents on the beach, some still not set up. Cheese sandwiches made up the, quote, gourmet meals, and festival organizers seemed to be equally in the dark, sometimes literally, about what was supposed to happen. Blink-182, one of the festival's headliners, had pulled out at the last minute.
Can I just say that if they're talking about, like, Ethiopia, these were luxurious accommodations and food.
Yeah. It's all a matter of proportion. Yeah.
They didn't say, first world luxury.
I can't wait until like the court case starts and the defendant stands up and says, Your Honor, there are starving children in China who would kill for what I offered those people.
Oh God.
Okay, well, there wasn't much more to that story. So we have remaining.
I want to chat real quick because there's somebody asking about the story where a girl shot her boyfriend. If you're talking about the one that it was the YouTube screw up. Mm-hmm. We covered that a couple nights ago.
Yeah. I'll look at
last night here, was it?
Yes, it was. I'll look and see if there's been any update after we get past the main news, but I think she's still just charged with second-degree manslaughter at this point, but we'll check. Okay, SD, we have Transgender Pentagon and Pirates of the Caribbean.
Tranny squares.
Tranny squares?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what square. Pentagons aren't squares, right?
I know, but it's another shape.
Okay, it's true.
She was relating.
It's true. I can't argue with that logic. Okay, Pentagon okays 6-month delay in transgender enlistments. Defense Secretary Jim Mattis is giving the military chiefs another 6 months before they begin allowing transgender individuals to enlist in the armed services. Pentagon spokeswoman Dana White says Mattis made the decision Friday. A Mattis memo obtained by the Associated Press says he wanted to give the services more time to ensure the change won't affect the readiness and lethality of the force.
It will.
Okay.
Why are we letting like mentally ill trannies be in the military? What is wrong with people?
I don't know. Let me finish the article and then we can talk about it. His decision endorses an agreement hammered out last week by the military service leaders. That plan rejected Army and Air Force requests for a 2-year wait and reflected the broader worry that a longer delay would trigger criticism on Capitol Hill. Transgender service members have been able to serve openly in the military since last year, but not allowed to enlist as new recruits. Okay, so you can come out after you've already been in the military, but you can't like say from the beginning, I'm transgender, and then enter the military. Okay.
But we don't let somebody who's like depressed or has some other sort of mental disorder in the military.
Well, if you're transgender, if you come out as transgender while in the military, apparently they're not automatically kicking you out anymore.
Well, they should, because gender dysphoria is a mental illness, and we don't let mentally ill people have big guns and tanks and shit. It's a bad fucking idea.
Before we get into this fight, I want to read something my wife just put in chat. She said, "Oh my God, YouTube is making me nut." I don't have to say nuts.
Wow. Can you put Lady Monkey on right now? I'd like to hear about YouTube.
Anyhow, with the transgender issue, I've been very vocal about my belief that gender dysphoria is delusional behavior. Mm-hmm. But I've also been very vocal in the fact that I don't think it's a dangerous delusion. And most people who suffer from it can find ways to live with it. So I don't have a problem with them going into the military. I'm just wondering how the military has to keep sexes separate and equal. I'm just wondering how that all breaks down with it.
Well,
so I could go ahead. I'm sorry.
People being transgender typically goes with them being depressed and having anxiety and having a massive history with mental illness. And I just don't think it's worth it. I mean, we are fortunate enough to live in a time where, like, we can afford to not have trannies in the military, and I don't think it's worth the extra headache.
Well, I don't think headache's a good enough reason to keep them out, you know? I see where you're coming from. I do. I just... they can figure that out. I have no problem with them having a slight delay with it, trying to figure that shit out, because they do have to tread carefully there. I don't think they need a 2-year delay. They should be able to figure it out before that. But I have no problem with letting them in, basically.
Yeah, I mean,
like I said, as long as they figure out the logistics of it, because there's going to be issues with that. So
right.
Get that shit figured out.
The housing stuff, the housing stuff's going to be the biggest issue. In G.I. Jane, they just put her in with all the men, you know.
I have embarrassed my wife with that. I am so sorry, honey. I thought you meant that until...
We did not talk about this.
Aww, poor Lady Monkey.
Aww.
Shut up, Scribe. You don't actually feel bad. Be quiet.
Oh, sorry. Just be quiet now.
I think even better is that she didn't realize what nut meant.
Yeah. Her virgin vocabulary.
She really is a very sweet and innocent woman. Everything.
Yeah, leave Lady Monkey alone.
Everything bad about her, I have done.
All right. Well, unless we have any more personal hygiene stories to talk about in the personnel, our last potpourri story, which I caught just before stream started. Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean ride will stop selling women, and it's long overdue.
They used to sell women?
Okay, hold on. Pirates of the Caribbean, the Disney Parks ride that later became Johnny Depp's regular paycheck. And by the way, this is sort of a blog-ish type post from IO9, which is in the same family as The Root and Jezebel, so there's a little bit of personal commentary in here. Is finally getting rid of the intensely creepy moment that is the wench auction. And the only real issue is why it didn't happen sooner. Kathy Magnum, a Walt Disney Imagineering executive, announced that the Pirates of the Caribbean rides at Disneyland, Magic Kingdom, and Disneyland Paris will update the Mercado auction scene to no longer be a parade of tied-up women being sold off to pirates as wives, although we know that's basically sexual slavery. A Disney Parks rep confirmed to us that the auction scene is being changed as reported, but won't go away entirely. According to the Post, it will instead be an auction of valuables that were stolen from the townspeople, serving a similar purpose but removing the awful element. The sign will read, "Surrender your loot," rather than "Take a wench for a bride," and both men and women will be lining up to turn over their goods. They're even keeping the famous unnamed redhead, only she'll be an awesome pirate bidding on the auction, and she gets a gun. Yeah, there's a particular character who's like...
This is an animatronic thing, and it's not actually a pirate selling women, right?
Yeah, but it represents something awful, because pirates never did anything awful.
No, pirates were great.
Yeah, they're wonderful.
Johnny Depp's a good guy.
Yeah. Jack Sparrow, best pirate ever. Yeah.
He always, I mean, he has his ulterior motives, but in the end, he always does the right thing, doesn't he?
Yeah. At the auction scene, there's one particular bride for auction that is the I guess showcase bride, because she's like in a red dress and she's got red hair and she's like the prettiest of them all. Well, now they're going to take her from being a auction item to being a pirate in and of herself, because that's how that works.
Okay. Lady Monkey wanted me to stop using the thing she said before, but what she just said, and I was going to go to Disney and pick me up a few bitches. So it's okay if you say it on purpose.
Yes.
It's okay. How about we do what? How about we make it realistic? Instead of them auctioning off the brides, they just rape them right there.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I mean, okay, on the one hand, I understand that this is Disney, and Disney is sanitized for your protection as a matter of course already. But
this has been in there for years. Yeah,
it's been here since, like, I don't even remember when Pirates of the Caribbean opened, like, what, the 60s or the early 70s or something? It's been there forever. Actually, when did Pirates of the Caribbean... God, it's got to be a long time. When did that open? Pirates...
And this is part of what we've talked about before. It's just... we're getting to a point where we are regressing to prudish bullshit.
Yeah. It opened in 1967. So it's been that way all this time. And imagine all of the wench auctions we've been holding since then. The children have been inspired to hold because of the ride since 1967.
How many times have we heard about all of the bride selling going on in the U.S.? I mean, it happens all the fucking time these days.
Yeah, I mean, everybody who's ever gone to Disneyland and ridden through that ride, they became a white slaver. That's just how it works. Yeah.
So it's what we do now.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a crime at all.
I watched a particular episode of Married with Children the other day, and I thought of you and our conversations on this.
Okay.
There's an episode where it's Labor Day, and Al is going to barbecue. Mm-hmm. And because he's sitting around, and he's only going to cook. That's all his only job that day. So Peg has to, like, clean the picnic table and get it all ready. And watching her clean and her ass moving, he gets horny, which is not usual for Al Bundy, for those of you who don't know. Mm-hmm. So he grabs Peg, drags her in the house, knocks her out. And then she goes back to cleaning. And he gets horny again. So he goes over and he grabs her hand. And she's actually screaming no as he pulls her into the house. And I thought, there is no way this scene could exist today. Yeah. That would be rape. Oh, man. Anyhow, I didn't mean to we couldn't do it these days. That reminded me of that. So,
all right. Let's see. Anything exciting going on in chat before I get off to MSS News?
Well, people are lining
Sir
up to be my wife's bitch.
Thank you. Hi, Scribe. Monkey, Lady Monkey makes you a very lucky monkey.
Lady Monkey does make me a very lucky monkey. When I fell up the stairs today, she was kind enough to bring me my dinner, and she's been nursing me back to, I can't even say health, to crippleness.
To functionally crippled.
Jesus, why is that so hard to say?
Functionally crippled. There you go. Sir Adamantine, do you have a product in mind? Or else I'll go to the random Amazon product generator and see what we come up with.
Speaking of that, guys, if you donate to Scribe and it's $10 or more, you will get a customized ad. Just let him know what ad you want it to be about, or he can pick one for you.
Yeah. Did I miss a super chat? Somebody said something about Adam. Adam, did you give us? Maybe it's already gone.
Yeah, well, if you go, you know how to look it up in your
Hold on. Hold on. I don't want to. Super chat. Let me make sure I didn't miss something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terry and Sir Adamantine so far. Okay, I didn't miss anything.
Mara, yeah, I fell up the stairs. I was pushing up with my right foot, and suddenly I could not feel that leg at all, and my whole body just went thud. It was not pleasant.
You fall a lot.
I do now. I used to be very, very agile, and that's part of it. Falling is not fun anyway, but there were times when I definitely should have like broken something, and I didn't, just because I'm a very agile person. Helps when you have a low center of gravity with really short legs.
Okay, so the first story we have that caught my eye was from staff reporter Colleen Bernier. Pizzeria unveils Pizzakini, a $10,000 bikini made from real pizza.
What the fuck?
A New Jersey-based pizza chain is celebrating the upcoming National Bikini Day by offering a $10,000 pizza bikini made from real pizza. Via Italian Kitchen, a pizzeria chain found in New York and based out of Morristown, New Jersey, announced customers willing to shell out $10,000 can get a custom-fitted pizzakini for one day only, July 5th, National Bikini Day. Probably because that's about as long as the thing would actually last before rotting away.
Yeah, no shit.
The restaurant said it teamed with New York food stylist. Is that a thing? A New York food stylist? A New York food stylist, Jesse Bearden, to craft a bikini from dough, which is braided at the top and waistband to keep it in place, and as well as 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, tomato sauce, and pepperonis. And they have pictures of the thing, or at least of a mock-up, I suppose.
So if you after you wear it, it's got the whole anchovy flavor to it.
Womp womp.
Come on, it was hanging out.
That's not bad. It's hanging out there. Yeah, no shit. We look forward to providing this unique style to the pizza and bikini loving public this summer. We are confident it will be a hit. Is this money going towards like a charity or something?
How much was it? $10,000?
$10,000.
Why would you put that towards charity?
Ladies, here's the thing. If you want a bikini that looks like pizza, send me, let's say, $100, and I will make you one and ship it to you.
Yeah.
It'll be gross by the time you get it, but so will this fucking thing. That's disgusting.
Okay, the random product generator has given me a product for Sir Adamantine.
I hope it's pizza.
Actually, it's not pizza.
Well, you should do pizza.
No. I know he said random, and I'm letting the fates choose what the product is on this one. This broadcast is brought to you by Sir Adamantine's plastic orange traffic cones. When you're trying to learn how to drive and prepare yourself for running people over on London Bridge, you'll want to practice with Sir Adamantine's little orange traffic cones.
You did not go there.
Is it too soon? Is it too soon?
I am very disappointed in myself. Adam said in chat, expensive pie. I can't believe I missed the pie reference.
Oh, good job.
I'm disappointed. Well done, Adam.
Good job. Yeah, no, so, okay. It's been long enough, and it's happened twice now. I figure it's just one of those things that's just going to be, it's going to happen again. You know?
Yeah. We can joke about it.
Yeah. Okay.
But we can also act like we're surprised and shocked.
Yeah, I can't act like I'm surprised anymore. That is one of the, and just as an aside, that is one of the things. I can't act like I'm surprised when these things happen.
Did you see Laura Bones in chat there?
What'd you say? As a Brit, I say not too soon. Okay, thank you, Laura. I appreciate you giving me permission. I have permission from one of the victims, so it's okay. Even if she is a Geordie. Okay, what's next? What is this? MSS News for You Aussies. Okay, well maybe Mara will get a kick out of whatever this is. It's a YouTube video. Nope, sorry guys, that's not a story. That was just a YouTube video. I'm looking for a news story.
Well, for the record, I do enjoy those, but it's not something we can do live.
Oh, well, here's one, and also for Australians. And this comes from Knight O'Charlemagne, the wonderful artist who made my updated avatar.
Indeed. Yes.
Plug. This comes from the Daily Mail. Fake Islamic State Lego, including decapitated heads and figures armed with chainsaws, are being sold to Australians online for less than $10.
What?
ISIS-inspired knockoff Lego is being marketed to Australian children for less than $10. The counterfeit Falcon Commando set is being produced in China and sold on at least 3 overseas websites, including a Chinese discount retailer that ships to Australia. The set, which depicts ISIS terrorists dressed in black battling counter-terror police, dressed in black battling counter-terror police, are being sold for $9.91 or less. And there's all these pictures of the set. Oh my God.
Why are they only selling them in Australia?
No, well, it's one of the distributors is a China place that does ship to Australia.
Oh, okay, because I would like to buy one of those.
Ads for fake toys show 8 minifigures. The small individual toys in each. Oh, for God's sake! Okay, I'm going to read it as it's written. Ads for fake toys show 8 minifigures. The small individual toys, not individual toys, individual toys in each set of Lego on the cover of the sheet. In the photos, one of the figures appears to be an ISIS jihadi who is holding a chainsaw while looking at a man's decapitated head at his feet. An ISIS flag also appears to be pictured, as well as sticks of dynamite and figures launching weapons. The set is recommended for children aged 6 and over, and was recently purchased accidentally by a young boy from a store in Taiping for $2. I'll send a link just in case people want to see the pictures of this thing, because that was, yeah, that's the thing.
You know how to share your screen, right?
I do, but I don't want to.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Want to see his porn.
Yeah, I don't want people to see my porn or anything that might be dox-worthy or anything. Let's see.
Oh, and this is a U.S. manufacturer too.
Yeah. Are we already out of? We can't already be out of stories from MSS News, can we? Let me make sure I didn't miss something here.
Did you get that whole set? Oh no, each one's individual. I see.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Which one should I get? I want the one where they have the cut off head.
You want what?
The one where they have the cut off head.
One where they have the cut off head. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's the bottom right.
Oh yeah, right.
They kind of look like Star Wars or even G.I. Joe. It's kind of cool. Give me some jihadi Legos.
Let's see. I'm trying to see. Oh, we have the latest on. Okay, so this is the story on the YouTuber shooter. I'll read it real quick in case there's any updates to it. She now faces charges. Doesn't look like it. I think they got some feedback from the family of the victim, but other than that, there's nothing new on the situation itself. So nothing new there. Okay, this one comes from staff reporter Colleen Bernier. Czech power plant apologizes for using bikini photos to choose interns. A nuclear power plant in the Czech Republic apologized for asking Facebook users to help choose interns from a pool of bikini-clad candidates. A since-deleted Facebook post by CEZ's Temelin station included photos of 10 recent high school graduates wearing bikinis and hard hats and asked visitors to the social media page to help choose Miss Energy 2017, who would be awarded a 2-week internship with the company. We think the photographs are very tasteful, CNN quoted the deleted post as saying. The combination of beauty and the industrial environment gives an interesting result. Nobody can have fun anymore.
Here's the thing. I agree that this was wrong, because if you're gonna pick an intern, what you do is you take them into a small room with a video camera
and a black leather couch.
That is the proper way. You don't let other people pick that for you. Jeez, what are they thinking?
I got a couple of pictures and like, geez, Czech girls are cute. Anyway, at least these are. I don't know.
Why didn't you share that link? Damn it!
I will. Fine. Jeez, here you go.
I would share pretty girls with you.
Well, okay. Here you go. Oh boy, who's that? Thank you, Russell Dixon. Thank you. Product placement. McGee's Bakery transparent pudding tart.
Did you miss the one before that? From Laura?
Oh, sorry, I did. Laura, thank you. May I have a Greek yogurt, please? A Greek yogurt. Oh, man. That's got a whole bunch of possibilities. Product placement. McGee's Bakery. Transparent. I got to look that up. It's probably an ad for that one.
When you first pull up this bikini story, there's like a giant phallic-looking thing hanging there.
Yeah, there is. There's a big glue thing. Whatever that is.
It's a giant dick.
Anyhow. Okay, McGee's Bakery. This is in Kentucky, looks like. Okay. Well, let me look at this here. I'll do an actual ad then, I suppose. Oh, Facebook, shut up. You're a jerk. Can you do some MSS news while I come up with a couple ads here?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
SDA, are you still with us?
I was going to look at bikini.
You're very quiet.
Let me get there, guys. I'm sorry. I was not prepared.
I can do it.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Uninvited snake. This comes from staff reporter Colleen Bernier. Uninvited snake hitches a ride in driver's side mirror. June 27th, the driver in Thailand captured the video of a sneaky snake that hitched a ride inside of the vehicle's side view mirror. The video, filmed earlier this month on a road in Chiang Mai, somewhere in Thailand, shows the snake slithering into the astonished driver's side view mirror as they drive down the street. The serpent eventually emerges from the mirror and perches right outside the driver's side window of the car. The snake spends several minutes perched outside the window before slithering out of view. The snake appears to have left the car alone, but its passengers soon spot the slithering stowaway poking its head over the side of the vehicle's roof.
Hell no. No.
And there's a video.
I do not like snakes. I do not like them. Sam, I am.
Sorry. I clicked on the video and it just started yelling, ooh, no. Sorry, I don't like snakes. Another one from staff reporter Colleen Bernier. Skunk withholds stink from McFlurry. Oh, Ontario woman rescues skunk from McFlurry cup. A brave bystander outside a Canadian McDonald's. Why does it say "and Canadian McDonald's"? That's fucking dumb. Outside a Canadian McDonald's came to the rescue of a skunk with a McFlurry cup stuck to its head. Aww.
Poor little guy.
The video filmed in Kemptville, Ontario, shows the woman cautiously approaching the skunk as it runs blindly around the parking lot with a cup on its head. Poor thing. The woman was able to remove the cup from the animal's head without being sprayed. Oh my god, I went to go get a car wash and a skunk came out of the bush asking for my help with a McDonald's McFlurry plastic cup on its head. That's kind of cute.
I have a soft spot for skunks. We lived in an apartment one time and there were always skunks around the dumpster, but I would stand in the door and smoke, and there were two skunks that would come up to the door every night, and I didn't feed them or anything. They would just sit there and I would talk to them. And one of them was actually one of the rare skunks that's actually white with black stripes instead of black with white stripes.
Wait,
they are really, really cute, and I like them a lot, but yeah, the stink. But I'm glad, they were able to kill the skunk.
Oh my god,
that's
what?
That's like a thing. That's adorable.
What?
The skunks that are backwards.
Oh yeah, they're cute as fuck.
They're so cute.
Mara says, Pepe Le Pew made me think all skunks are rapey. They are. They will secretly rape you.
I have to show this to you guys because this is so fucking cute. Present me, Scribe.
Skunks?
Okay, one second.
Usually she gets mad when we present her.
Oh,
look how cute he is.
Look, they're so pretty. That's adorable. I'm glad that's a thing. What?
I just like how much you like that. It's almost penguin level.
Oh my god! Oh my god! What if they're backwards penguins? Is that a thing? Oh, I hope that's a thing. Is there Backwards.
Lost SDA.
Yeah.
What?
You on your search for backwards penguins? Just kidding.
Oh no, not the meme. I forgot about the meme.
Is there a meme for that?
Yeah, it's like really old.
Oh.
Like it was a meme when I was in middle school. White penguin. I don't think it's a thing.
Aw.
Oh, they're albino penguins.
That's kind of the same.
That's kind of. No, it's not quite the same. But here, just share my screen. Present me, Scribe.
I still am.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Look, look how cute they are.
It looks like it didn't finish cooking.
Yeah, I know. They're so cute. Oh, they're so fluffy. Okay.
See, now I wouldn't have a problem with a killer whale eating that thing.
What?
That looks funky.
All right. Well, while you're gushing over skunks,
Those skunks are cute.
couple of ads real quick. This broadcast is brought to you by Laura Bones's Greek yogurt. Try now the stunning new flavor, Bankruptcy. Experience the sweet taste of economic failure and rampant austerity. Try Bankruptcy with fresh fruit today.
Nice.
And then for the actual ad, when you find yourself in Maysville, Kentucky, stop by McGee's Bakery off State Route 1449. The best transparent pudding tart you'll find east of the Mississippi can only be found at McGee's.
Okay, I've got one more story from staff reporter Colleen Bernier.
Okay.
By the way, we have a new staff reporter.
Oh, we do?
Yes.
Jonah Kai.
Oh, is Jonah Kai now a staff reporter as well?
Yep.
And
okay.
Scotch is working on it. Real quick, guys, if you could hit the like button, it really does help us out.
Yes, please.
Man investigating high water bill discovers cat flushing the toilet. A pet owner who was perplexed by the size of his water bill eventually caught the cause on camera: his cat flushing a toilet. Kurt Coleman on June 16th posted a video to YouTube showing his cat, Crazy Eyes, why'd you name it Crazy Eyes, standing on the toilet's lid using his front paws to operate the flusher. This is the reason my water bill was outrageous. Finally had to start leaving the door closed when I left for work. He was doing this numerous times throughout the day. He said his feline's newfound talent can lead to some scary moments. Hearing the toilet flush when I am in the house alone can be startling, especially after watching The Conjuring. In the dark, crazy, bad cat.
No, not The Conjuring. The Ghoulies. Ghoulies would be more disturbing to me.
Either way, the toilet flushing when you're the only one in the house.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Oh, I introduced Bubbles, Jinx to Bubbles today.
Oh, how did Jinx take to Bubbles?
He was kind of scared at first, and then after a while, he started like playing with them. And now, if I'm like holding the thing, he like gets really excited.
Okay.
So
Bubbles.
I'll be posting videos of Jinx playing with Bubbles soon.
Is Bubbles like? Are you talking about?
Not Michael Jackson's chimp.
Well, what I keep remembering is Rodney Dangerfield from Back to School.
Oh God.
He's in the tub with Bubbles.
Yes.
Are you talking about like Bubbles, like a bubble wand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Like Bubbles, like soap
Bubbles
bubbles.
might have been a cat or something.
Playing with Bubbles.
I did have a hamster named Bubbles when I was little, so.
Not anymore, you don't. Oh wait.
Yeah, because I was younger.
Oh, I thought Jinx got to it. Okay.
No.
Oh.
Jinx is actually really good with Emmy and with my other birds. He doesn't like react to them or anything, which is good. So if they're raised with them and they get used to them, they typically, I mean, it's not good to just like let them hang out unsupervised, but
Yeah, you don't want to come back to bird massacre.
Okay, well, that's about the end of news time usually, unless we have something else we want to cover.
No, I think cat flushing the toilet's a good way to end.
Okay, well, then we move into YouTube time. Before we get into individual projects and such, being gone the last couple days, was there any more discussion on coming up with a team name for the three of us?
I like the Lords of YouTube.
Lords of YouTube.
Yeah, somebody posted that in Twitter. I wish I could remember who. I'm sorry if you're here.
SDA likes that one, which I think is the most important
I kind of like that one too. I would
2-1 we win with
opposed
Lords of
to being
YouTube.
called your lordship.
Lord Scribe, Lord Monkey, Lady SDA. Or do you want to be Lord SDA?
I don't give a shit.
You be Lord SDA.
Lords of YouTube.
She got a wiener.
See, there's that Rob Zombie movie, Lords of Salem.
So, what does that have to do with anything?
What I was about to say is that given what we do, it might make some more sense to be like the Lords of Shitlam or something.
No.
Lords?
Doesn't make any sense.
Sith Lord? Shit Sith Lord. Yeah, no. YouTube Zoo Crew, says staff reporter Jack Cochran.
No, I like Lords of YouTube.
Okay, well, let's sleep on it. Thank you, Sweeper Steven. Chatelet, everyone, and welcome back, Scribe. Thank you.
Be right back.
Nice to see you three stooges back together, LOL, and you guys pick. Okay, well, I will get to the random product generator and see what we come up with here. Was Monkey stepping away for a second? Or did I mishear?
I don't think so.
Oh, Monkey, are you still with us? No, his microphone's off. Okay, we're about to get a random product from Amazon that will become Sweeper Steven's new best friend. Oh, and also Sweeper Steven posted a frog emoji, a glass of milk emoji, and a OK sign emoji. So total Kekistan, everyone. Were you going to get one of those flags?
Excuse me?
Were you getting one of those flags, those Kekistani flags?
I mean, I would, but
Yeah.
I don't feel like wasting money on it.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, if I wasn't saving up money to get some better equipment, I would, but I am, so.
Oh, this just writes itself. Okay. This broadcast, and this is a random product from Amazon again. All right. This broadcast is brought to you by Sweeper Steven's Nut Milk Bag. When you need to milk some nuts, be sure to use Sweeper Steven's Nut Milk Bag to hold the entire load. Since we taught Lady Monkey what nutting was tonight, that seemed very appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you again, Sweeper Steven. Oh, that page is gold. So while we're waiting for Monkey, SDA, are you working on any videos right now?
Not at the moment. Bay and I this morning, I woke up at 6:30 to do this. We did a book club stream, and tonight at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be doing another book club stream, and you definitely don't want to miss the second one, because the first one we were talking about a book that we like. This one, we're talking about a book that I fucking cannot stand. I fucking hate this stupid thing, and I want to stab it. So it's going to be fun if you like hearing me get upset, which most of you do. I don't know. We haven't mentioned it since the stream started, but we had Hunter Avalon on last night too.
Yeah, Monkey talked about that before the stream started. Like, he came on with you guys and Pat.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Shady Grin. The Tantalizing Trio. Okay.
No, Lords of YouTube.
And the ad has to include, they are not blow-up dolls, they are action figures. Okay. Let's see. All right, you asked for it. This broadcast is brought to you by Shady Grin's ISIS action figures. Jihadi John with his suicide vest. They're not blow-up dolls. They're action figures.
Well played.
you leave me enough space, I'll do something with it. I didn't have to use the random. Let's see, what's the next random product I've got? That'll be interesting if somebody chooses random next. Okay. Anyway, so SDA's got a Mara stream upcoming.
Tonight.
Tonight, sorry. Is this after this stream?
Yeah, at 1 o'clock in the morning tonight. So
1 o'clock Eastern?
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, everyone. Look out for SDA's stream if you happen to still be awake at that time. I have not been working on anything. I've been out of pocket the last couple of days, and I will continue to be probably unable to do video stuff until Wednesday. So I'm going to be a bit quieter than usual. This will be the longest period of time, I think, that I haven't put out a video of any kind, short of streams, of course. Yeah, so I should be back in the swing of things Wednesday at the latest, but I'll let you know otherwise. Monkey, I don't suppose you have anything you'd like to talk about related to YouTube, do you?
Well, I've been pretty quiet on YouTube the last few days, so
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I forgot.
Yeah, they all heard you. They enjoyed that quite a bit.
Yeah.
This is something I said on Irate Bear's channel, and I want to reiterate this. I got very animated on that stream. I was not mad in any way. For me, that is fun. I enjoy a very spirited, loud, yelling back and forth at each other argument. There was actually one part where Lady Monkey came over to me and told me I needed to quiet down. I'm like, no, I'm having fun. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't have a problem with that kind of debate. And it's actually one of the reasons I don't mind debating somebody like Richard, because he's the same kind of person. He'll get in there and yell right back at you. So I really don't have a problem with that. And it wasn't a matter of anger or triggering or anything. That's fun for me. It was a pointless debate, as I expected it to be, because it comes down to a moral difference. He doesn't get that. He doesn't get that I don't share his morality. So he thinks if he says it enough times that suddenly my morality will change. That's not quite how morality works.
He's trying to hypnotize you.
Basically, yeah. So and that's why we ended up going around in circles so many times. It was funny to get him to say that it would be okay to eat a retard. Okay, I will give him this. There's a couple of times when I posed really fucked up scenarios to him. In this case, I asked him if there's only if you're all alone, your only two possible food choices is a retarded person or a cow, and the retarded person has the exact same intelligence and everything as the cow. Would it be okay to eat the retarded person? And he said yes. So while I think that's incredibly fucked up, at least in that way, he kept his morals. You know what I mean? So it is a fucked up thing to say, but with what he believes, and I have no problem with him believing that. But it is kind of funny. The other thing is my Blair White video is still, it's not even a Blair White video. It's a Riley Dennis video that barely mentions Blair White, but I'll tell you in a minute why I call it a Blair White video. It's still doing really good. It's more popular than I thought that would get like 5,000 views, and it's well exceeded that. Part of that is because apparently somebody asked Blair White about it on her live stream yesterday. Blair doesn't keep her live streams up, so you can't see it, but somebody told me it happened. And there's a few Blair White fans that have come over and who are really mad at me and acting like I attacked Blair White in that, and I really didn't. The only thing I said about Blair White is that I think she got played, that she's falling for Riley's bullshit.
Okay.
That's not really.
Sorry.
That's not really insult to her. It might be saying, okay, might be questioning her intelligence minimally, but I also said I understand why. It's not that I think she's just stupid. That I think Riley did a very good job playing on specific emotions that Blair would have. So yeah, it's not really an anti-Blair White thing. I don't get why so many people are so upset. Oh, the cockroach thing. I forgot about that.
Thank you. Because of Kesavir of old, is that cockroach going to shoot you, motherfucker? I don't get the reference, or I've forgotten it.
Okay, this is from the debate today.
Oh.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I just want to give, I guess, an update on my Rage After Storm video, because this has been interesting. So I have it's my most controversial video, which of all the videos I've made, somehow this one is the one where everybody was like, crazy. And I think that's because of 4chan. Either way, I'm now starting to get comments that are like, why does this have so many dislikes? So on the bright side, normal people are finding it now.
Okay.
That's about it.
Yeah, because as of yesterday, you were getting that. Yesterday is when you were almost even likes and dislikes, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's still about even, but it's just
Uh-huh.
interesting that I'm actually starting to get like comments that are just like, so why does this have so many dislikes?
Lady Monkey just said, best monkey quote is that cockroach gonna shoot you, motherfucker. So when I was talking with Vegan Gains today, Vegan Gains has a problem if I say that it's okay to kill a cow and not a human because one's a human and one's a cow. He'll say, well, that's speciest. You're putting one species above the other and arbitrarily. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it arbitrarily. I'm doing it because
Arbitrarily.
I'm a fucking human. I'm going to side with the humans on this. And I merely pointed out that he has a line where he suddenly no longer cares about killing things that are sentient and can feel pain and fear. And I use the example, it's just the first thing came to mind. I threw out cockroaches. If a cockroach invades your home, is it okay to kill it? And he said, absolutely. Sure, you can do that. I'm like, well, and then later on in the conversation, this gets brought up again. And I said, actually, if you truly believed that humans cannot just arbitrarily put themselves above other species, you wouldn't be willing to kill that cockroach because that cockroach has just as much right to live as you do. What you would do is remove them from your home. And he goes, no, you could never do that. It's impossible. I'm like, no, you could do it. It would be a pain in the ass, but you could do it. And so we go back and forth on this. And well, you'd have to tear down the walls. I'm like, yeah, you'd have to tear down the walls. It would be horribly inconvenient, but you could fucking do it. And then he goes, well, so if somebody comes in with a gun, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. How the fuck did the cockroaches get a gun?
Okay.
So that is one badass motherfucking cockroach. I said, is that fucking cockroach going to shoot you? And a lot of people really enjoyed that part of the stream. And so did I, to be honest. But yeah, he just kept making the most fucking off the wall comparisons. I'm like, a cockroach is not the same as a human coming in trying to shoot you. It's just not. But yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Kill them both.
Yeah, for me, I have no problem, and it's not morally inconsistent for me to go, yeah, kill the cockroach. Humans are better than cockroaches. For him, it would be because at some point, and I kept trying to have him pin this down, at some point in the animal world hierarchy, he has a line where suddenly it's okay to start killing things. And that does make him morally inconsistent because his reasoning is always with the cockroach, they'll come in, they'll make my house horrible. And like, okay, so it's about them inconveniencing you. Like, no, it's not about that. Like, yeah, that's exactly what it's about. If they are a nuisance to you, you can kill them. And I don't get how he wasn't getting what I was saying. I think that's probably why. I think it's probably why he went on for 45 minutes after I left the conversation, just bitching about me. Yeah, for all of you who say I got pwned, 45 minutes later, he was still pissed off about it. So, suck me. I had a lot of fun. I thought it was funny.
I'm also like 40 subs away from 8,000.
Oh, well, if you haven't, anybody in the chat, if you haven't subbed already to SDA, go and do that now and push her up towards that 8,000.
I think that's all the shit that I've started on YouTube the last couple of days.
Okay. What are you going to start tomorrow?
I don't know. Actually, I still need to respond to the Rage After Storm thing because this is one of those times where it's just eating at me that I haven't done it yet. Because for me, racism is a horrible fucking thing. And so often we get accused of racism when that's not even the case.
Right.
I mean, if you look at like Bill Maher's house nigger thing, that was not racist.
No.
But this is like actually racist.
This is the fucking definition of racist that we use when we counter those arguments, thinking you are better than somebody based solely on.
And some people are scared to call her racist. I mean, we've talked about this, but some people are terrified to call her racist. But she is legitimately racist. I mean, that word has a definition for a reason.
Why I don't know if I'm scared to call her racist. I've been out of the loop on this. I know the highest level stuff about this.
I don't know why people are, but I agree they seem to be.
Well, they seem to be tentative about it because because we do get accused of racism so often. I mean, on my Bill Maher video, I have so many people that are like, "Oh, I bet you're low-key racist" and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I just think it's interesting because, you know, I think it's because of that that everybody is so scared to say that she's racist. I didn't flat out call her racist in my video, but
well, is this one of those situations? Now, again, I know very little about her or her stuff, but is she, in general terms, on the anti-SJW side of things?
General terms, yeah.
Okay,
Can I finish what I was saying?
Oh, sorry, I thought you'd stopped. Sorry.
So I've been accused of being racist in those comments, and then now on my video about Rage After Storm, I've been accused of calling her racist and being overly emotional and getting really offended, and I've even been called an SJW. And it's interesting because I don't think I used the word racist in my video.
Let me be
and I had
clear.
A source for every single thing I said in my video, but
I am absolutely going to call her a racist, or at least what she said, racist. And I saw a video. Do you guys know the YouTuber? Oh shit, what's his name? Mouthy Buddha.
No.
He's an up and coming YouTuber. He actually does really good content most of the time. But he made a video about this situation today where he warned of two things. He said, we can't attack the alt-right like we attacked SJWs because the alt-right knows their talking points much better and they use science. And hang on. And we can't call them racist because it just doesn't fit. I'm like, whoa, motherfucker. This is exactly the definition of racist. If you think white people have a higher IQ than black people, therefore black people are inferior intellectually, that's the very definition of racism. It's thinking one group is better than another. And
so
that is, go ahead.
I was going to ask earlier, is the reluctance to brand her as a racist one of those situations where, well, because she's on quote unquote our side, it's harder to discount her because then it discounts the rest of us kind of mentality? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I think there's just people who genuinely don't think she's being racist.
See, okay. I don't think it's that either. I think there's too many people who became really good friends with her. She didn't just blow up on her channel. A lot of people started talking to her. I know Worski's had her on. I know Jeff has specifically recommended her as a good YouTube creator before.
Okay.
I think too many people have skin in the game, and they're reluctant to call out one of their friends for blatantly racist bullshit. Now, even in the Worski stream, there's a lot of people who had a problem with the Worski stream because it was dogpiling. Fuck you. You'd have no problem with that if this was Richard Spencer who said it. So,
or if all the people made video, I mean, maybe they would, but you know, if they were talking about Riley Dennis in a stream, nobody would give a fuck. It wouldn't be any different if they all went out and made their own videos. They gave her every opportunity to come onto that stream and to defend her points. And then some people are like, well, she's 19, so and it's like, that's not a fucking excuse. At 19, you should know what the definition of racism is. And, you know, age isn't an excuse. I'm sorry, but you're an adult. Get your shit together.
Terry Diamantis, thank you. My mom considers black people to be Darwin's missing link. She does at least admit that she's racist as fuck, though. Well, okay, that's good for her.
Fair enough.
Did Lady Monkey just
not that I heard.
Oh, I thought I heard something.
Ian Black says, is it Ranting Monkey? I mean, that IQ thing is wrong, but think about the special blood pressure meds for blacks. Does their salt issue make them inferior? I don't know anybody who's ever suggested blacks are inferior because of any medical problem like that. Tell you what, if you can explain to me how blood pressure medicine for blacks equates to whatever the outcome is for this IQ thing, because that's my question to everybody, and what I'm going to pose in the video, and I've talked about it already. What is your fucking end game with this? If your end game is, and I've said this before, let me just repeat this point. If the end game is, okay, blacks cannot get as high an IQ as everyone else, so what we need to do is make sure they have every opportunity to make the most of what they do have, then I would be like, cool. I still disagree with you, but hey, at least you have a noble fucking goal. But to me, what it looks like is just people going, blacks are dumb. Because I see no other end game here. I don't see them, trying to make anything better because of this. And for the record, IQ doesn't mean jack shit. If you know any people who are like in Mensa, these are the most socially awkward, annoying people on the fucking planet.
So they're basically
not-
Scribe.
Hashtag not all. Hashtag not all. But most of them. These are people that like sniff their own armpits and stuff. No. I'm just saying. So,
I mean, it's part of the reason why I stopped, like it was part of my decision to not be a math major anymore. And it was because autistic people are fucking weird. When you're not one of them and you're surrounded by people who can't hold a conversation, it's just really frustrating.
Yeah, I don't actually mean to be mean to those people, but they do tend to be socially awkward. And yeah, so they're smart, great. Maybe they'll do something great with their life. But just because somebody doesn't have a high IQ doesn't mean they will never achieve anything.
No, I mean, there have been people in Mensa who've been like serial killers. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't determine shit. Yeah.
So I'm always reminded of Dr. Cox in Scrubs when anything like this comes up. Statistics don't mean anything to the individual. And what that means is no matter what statistical group you're part of, you don't have to have the same outcome as them.
Yeah.
So there's no end game to this other than black people are dumb. Other than saying black people are dumb. Right. Especially when they assert it with crime, because then you're talking about things like, oh, we need to segregate them because they're violent, because they're dumb. Don't worry. I will go over this in detail when I jump into this fucking shitstorm.
Okay. Well, unless we want to make this the deep topic of conversation up until the bottom of the hour, is there something we'd like to discuss, something going on or otherwise?
I have been so wrapped up in bullshit. I have nothing.
SDA?
I don't have anything.
Okay. I'll try something then. Just throw it out there. Is it worth celebrating July 4th anymore?
Yes.
Yes.
Why?
Because it's fun, and because it's the independence of our country, and because of the things that we fought for to get the country, because the Constitution still matters.
Because our history matters. History matters, and I don't think it necessarily has to be, a 4-hour light show over the
Yes,
Capitol.
It does.
If they wanted that, that's fine. For me, I mean, I am so sad that history doesn't have the importance it used to. Especially when so much of what is still taught is just taught about what horrible things have happened in the country. And I have no problem teaching those, but you shouldn't negate the great things just because we never used to talk about bad stuff.
Yeah.
America is an amazing place, and it shouldn't work. Even on paper, it shouldn't fucking work. And yet it does. And I think that's something to celebrate. I really do.
Irate Prostate says, Scribe, move out of California. I'm not in California. So
yeah, well, you've been on the West Coast too long. If you're like, should we celebrate the 4th? Yes.
I was not endorsing the notion. I was asking the question, SDA.
Just saying.
I was just trying to think of something timely that's coming up. That's all. It's just the first thing that popped into my head.
Do you think we're going to see a lot of SJWs on the 4th telling us how shitty America is?
That's kind of why I was asking, because I figured this was going to come up sooner or later on videos or otherwise, that it's the July 4th and we shouldn't be celebrating because of like the horrible things and that America's done, etc. Thank you, Zenith. Fun fact: the founders wanted July 2nd to be our Independence Day. Aha! Well, I did not know that.
But
yeah, as natural rebels, fuck what the founders wanted, sort of.
Okay, well,
they would have wanted us to rebel.
Okay, for fun, let's pretend for a moment, as a prediction, that there will be some kind of backlash to the 4th of July under a Trump administration, etc. what's the first SJW counter argument to the 4th of July that comes to your mind? SDA.
What, like, I don't know, something
why it shouldn't be celebrated.
I don't know, like we coughed on the woo-woos. Black people did a slavery.
Black people did a slavery.
I don't know. I mean, like, what else?
Shorthand.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
You didn't have a problem with we coughed on the woo-woos?
Well, that wasn't as at least I understood that part.
I thought you were talking about like we threw up on vaginas or something. I don't know what you're talking about. The woo-woos.
We gave the Indians
the fucking. Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. Monkey. So various genocides and slavery. Okay.
It's mostly going to center around the Indian genocide, and then it'll bleed into everybody's various causes. But it'll start with, we stole this land.
My guess for at least one argument will be the election of Trump delegitimizes the foundation of this country, or something to that effect.
That would be a good one,
because that seems a bit more timely, a bit more recent. Doesn't seem as old hat.
They're not that thoughtful.
Excuse me?
They're not that thoughtful. They won't.
I think they don't think it's a legitimate country in the first place.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not saying you're not wrong that there won't be some people who make that claim. But for the most part, I think most of them don't believe we should exist anyway. And they say this, we stole it from the Indians.
That's true.
All of we didn't build any of it. It was all built on slave labor, and which, by the way, is not true.
Right.
Yes, it was. There was a large part of it that was, but not all, guys.
Oh, hi, Pat, in the chat.
Hey, Pat.
Thanks for sitting in last night, by the way.
You know what always kills me when this stuff does come up is nobody mentions how horribly we treated the Chinese.
Well, the Chinks are doing good now, so why does it matter?
Yeah, I guess.
I need to start making like T-shirts of this crazy shit that I say whenever you ask me to explain something. Like we coughed on the woo-woos. Black people did a slavery. This morning when we were doing the book club stream, I said something along the lines of, "Oh my God, shut up, Mercy. Nobody cares that you got raped." Like all sorts of shit. I just need to start making T-shirts out of that.
I think the best T-shirt idea you should probably have to start off with is, "Did you do the sex?" ? Thank you, Falcon Millennial, and it's now a better country. Oh, because of Trump? Okay. Well,
I was wondering why I was hearing gunshots. I forgot the 4th is coming up.
We just have gunshots here.
Well, we don't live that far from a shooting range where when there's an active shooter down there, you can hear it. And whoever's firing off fireworks is just far enough away to sound the same.
We also have a family in the neighborhood, like behind us. They like just ever since fireworks became legal in Georgia, like the big ones, the fun ones, they have been like just shooting off fireworks constantly.
I haven't had any yet, but they don't usually start till I'm pretty sure that either tomorrow or Monday I'll start hearing stuff all over the place.
Well, you live on the West Coast where they don't like to have fun, so.
Well, I live on the West Coast where there's a lot of fire dangers, so them lighting off firecrackers is sometimes not the best idea, no matter where you are.
I hate this because I'm a generally libertarian person.
But
when it comes to fireworks, I'm not comfortable with rednecks having them.
Why not? We do the most fun things with the fire. No, like rednecks with fireworks are like no.
It's kind of like ISIS. If you guys just blew yourselves up, I'd have no problem with it.
No, because exactly rednecks have a lot of land, so we just
a lot of land, but not enough fingers to count to 5, because they blow their asses.
Well, that's just, I mean, look, you win some, you lose some. I've never lost anybody to fireworks.
You win fingers?
I think I've told this story before. The first time when they first legalized, or there was a lake around here that finally got a permit to do fireworks. And there was a guy who offered to do a free show. And some rednecks had some illegal fireworks. And this motherfucker lit one off, and it finally went out about 3 inches from my son's face. And I told him if another one went into the audience, I was going to whip his ass. And he lit off a box firework, and he didn't have it stable at all. So as soon as the first one shot off, it fell over and fired straight into the crowd and burned a little girl really badly. And that's the night I started a riot. But you can't give rednecks anything that explodes because they're going to hurt people. Again, if you want to blow yourselves up, that's fine. Just don't blow anybody else up.
You went to a free fireworks show put on by a redneck.
No, it wasn't put on by redneck. This was a free firework. He was not involved with the fireworks show. This was just a redneck there watching who brought his own.
Yeah, well, somebody who is in charge of the event should have escorted him away from the premises.
By the way, guys, if you have not already, by all means, please hit the like button. We got 90 likes from my view and 143 people in chat. Can we get it to like 120, maybe? That'd be nice. Yeah, I knew a kid. In high school who he did a stupid thing.
Really? A kid in high school did a stupid thing?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he had an M80, and he decided he was going to try to hold on to it while it exploded.
Oh.
Yeah, he...
Is he dead now?
No, he just doesn't have a hand anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those like really bad ideas. Do you remember that story? Actually, what was it? Just a couple of years ago, there was that guy. He was one of the. It has nothing to do with the story so much, but he was an actor who portrayed Gaston at Disneyland. You remember this story?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this guy, there was video of it. Apparently, like his friends were filming it. He picked up one of those actual like fireworks mortar things with like a stand and a tube, and he held it on top of his head as it was about to light off, and the kickback from it crushed his head, and he died like right then. It was just like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and he's dead. I just thought it just sounds like the most horrific Darwin Award winner ever kind of situation.
Do we know if that was in Disney World? Because that Florida Man would make sense there.
It may have been. Actually, I think it was. I'll look it up, but yeah, he did it at a party. It didn't happen at Disneyland, but he happened to be a guy who portrayed Gaston. And let's see.
Well, you can't let dumb people, and in most cases, I mean rednecks, have fireworks.
It was Disney World. It was Florida Man.
Fortunately, rednecks tend to be poor and can't afford the good stuff. So
yeah,
wow.
Poverty for the win.
Died instantly. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I trust rednecks with guns most of the time.
But no, they're good with guns.
I don't trust them with explosives.
You shouldn't, which is what makes it fun. Monkey, have you ever had a legitimate hold my beer moment?
What?
Read chat what Inquisitors said.
Oh, I know, yeah. No one dies like Gaston. No one expires like Gaston. No one blows his own head off like Gaston.
What were you saying, SDA? I'm sorry.
Have you ever had a legitimate hold my beer moment?
No, I'm not a redneck.
Hold my beer moment. Yeah, no.
I've also never slept with my sister, but
yeah, nothing spells love like marrying your cousin.
I mean, I don't like Bud Light, so I haven't either. But I've seen somebody have one, and it was interesting. He then crashed a jet ski. So.
Oh. Well, see, in those cases, it's not necessarily the redneck, because that's kind of just a guy thing too. Guys will do incredibly stupid shit around their friends. We get bad ideas and then egg each other on, and then somebody ends up in the hospital.
Oh, they're actually doing like a show.
Oh, is it the show's not tonight, is it?
It shouldn't be.
Well, shit.
What happened?
We live in the town we live in. For the last 3 years, they finally started doing fireworks here.
Yeah.
And we can see them from our house without leaving. And it's going to suck if the show's going on right now.
Oh.
Why would they do it now?
Yeah, it's a little early, isn't it?
It's dark as shit, so they tend to go.
No, it's not July 4th. What are they doing?
July 4th is a Tuesday. People have to work.
We'll do it Sunday at least. Well, yeah.
Who gives a shit? That's like not.
Hey, do it Monday night. People have the 4th off. They should.
Damn it. Now I'm missing.
I'd just like to take a quick moment and do something that we don't do often enough, and that is to thank our moderators in the chat. Tonight, so far I've seen, if I'm missing somebody, I apologize, but Mara Jane, Bloodwing, Meshisu, and Lady Monkey, thank you so much for keeping an eye on chat and being the hall monitors for us.
Okay, I do love you guys a lot, but I am going to take 5 minutes to go watch a little bit of this. I'll be right back.
Okay, take 5. Have somebody hold your beer. Okay. So let's just jump over to chat time because we're practically there anyway. So chat, if you have any questions for us, please just put them into the chat and put a couple question marks at the end so we can distinguish them from anything else.
Only put a fucking question mark if it's a question. Don't be an idiot.
Yeah, okay.
Don't make me read your statement like you're some fucked up Valley girl. And you're like, I like the Avengers. Like, that's how I read it. And it's irritating. Fucking stop it.
And if you have not already, again, please hit the like button. We're just almost at 100. We just hit 99 for my view. So let's see. What else is going on? One thing, just as a programming note for my channel, I am thinking about doing a CW Arrowverse superheroes quick stream at some point just to give my thoughts on it. I'm just on Flash Season 3 now, and hopefully I'll be all through that and Legends of Tomorrow in the next few days. So granted that occurs, I'll have some stuff to say, I'm sure. Scribe Light, Son of American, what's a jackalope? That is a made-up creature that is a cross between an antelope and a jackrabbit that somebody put some antelope horns or some deer horns on a rabbit head. Scribe Light, what's your favorite Robin Williams movie? Probably 1 Hour Photo, just because it shows his range, and he is damn creepy in that movie.
I like the Bicentennial Man.
Oh yeah, that's something I can sort of put on the background, just watch. It's kind of a comfort food movie. It's not great, but it's
why I like it, because it's actually good.
Nothing for you here. Is this a question? Question mark, question mark, question mark. No. Let's see. Some dumb American.
Been to Louisiana?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I've been to New Orleans twice in my life. The first time was really fun. The second time was not so much fun. The first time it was just after the Deepwater Horizon had exploded, so the shellfish in the area hadn't been contaminated yet. But I think I got some of the last fresh shellfish in the area just before the whole thing went to kablooey.
Your boy Pat said, SDA, how many episodes of anime will like cup of Starbucks get me? It depends. If it's like a venti, I'll give you a solid 4 episodes.
Jacob says, Scribelight, have you seen Doctor Who tonight? I have not. I haven't watched really any Doctor Who. I watched, I saw the first couple episodes of the Peter Capaldi run with friends when he first premiered, but I'm not an avid Doctor Who fan. I was a fan of the David Tennant run. A lot of people, Matt Smith didn't really do anything for me, and so I cannot claim Doctor Who nerdery.
People ask why no face cam. My face is kind of sore, and my eyes hurt. But
why?
Huh?
Why is your face sore?
Because of all the makeup I've been wearing to stream.
Oh, okay.
But
Sorry about that, guys.
But I'll do face cam if you want to see face cam tonight at early this morning at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time after the stream tonight. I'll probably do face cam because it'll be funnier to see you guys see me actually upset because I fucking hate this book. It is so goddamn awful.
All right.
Pork or beef? I like ribs, and it's the 4th of July, sort of, so
pork.
You can have beef ribs.
Let's see. Jack Cochran asks, would you rather make sweet, tender love to Leslie Jones or be chased by a 20-foot gator? I'd rather be chased by the 20-foot gator because at least then I'd have a chance of escape.
Xena said, do you look like Onision without makeup? You guys pretty much saw me without makeup the night that Hi, I Think I'm Real was on. I had like my eyebrows filled in and I had on mascara.
Shady Grin says, Scribe Light, what are your first impressions of the Inhumans trailer? I watched that earlier today. Not sure yet, especially since I hear, first off, the showrunner is the same guy who did Iron Fist, which is not a mark in that show's favor to start off with. But I'll wait and see. The other thing is that I hear it's not going to be connected at all to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which makes almost zero sense given how Inhumans were played up so much in that show. I like the casting. The casting looks really good. I'm going to have to wait and see on the final product, though. So I'm holding out judgment, but I'm kind of iffy so far. Let's see. What else? Scribe Light Lockjaw looked so awesome. For the 3 seconds that you see him, he looked CGI. So I don't know how awesome he'll be in the final result, but like I say, we'll see. Ranting Monkey, favorite redneck?
Oh,
Bloodwing.
Maybe, yeah, probably.
Followed closely by SDA.
There you go.
Go fuck yourself.
Let's see. Scribe Light, how do you feel about Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle? Haven't seen the trailer. I'm not going to go see it. I don't care. Remakes and reboots are getting really tiresome. I'm sure it'll be a very popular movie. The Rock can be a very comedic guy when he wants to be. Whatever.
I love The Rock. He's basically a massive giant ray of sunshine. He and Pat should get together. Do the Mary Poppins musical number with the fucking penguins and shit. I just want to see The Rock and Pat do that because I think they'd be good at it.
Scribe Light, Some Dumb American Ranting Monkey. What is your favorite old school Nickelodeon game show? Mine is Finders Keepers because they got to trash that house set all over the place looking for the stuff. I always thought Finders Keepers was cool.
I like Double Dare.
Double Dare's favorite. I fortunately I wasn't around for that, so yeah. I was dead.
Ranting Monkey, will you have Kraut NT on the Monkey stream someday soon?
We can consider him for a guest spot if you guys would like us to. By the way, since we're now doing guest spots on Thursdays, you guys, let us know who you want to see on the stream, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
X Fireball asks if it's worth watching my debate with Vegan Gains. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't watch streams that I'm not somehow a part of live, whether in chat or actually in the stream. So if you like watching,
whoa! Crap. What the hell was that?
It's Lady Monkey opening the door in the middle of a
my god
blast of them.
Don't be mad. It's Lady Monkey. It's fine.
I'm not mad. But if you enjoy watching streams, I think it would be worth it. But if not, no.
Jack Cochran says Remote Control. Remote Control wasn't a Nickelodeon show. That was an MTV game show.
MTV.
Yeah. That's where I first encountered Colin Quinn.
What's the bounty to get Teal Deer on as a Thursday night guest?
Oh, jeez.
Honey, if we could I don't think we could convince Teal Deer to come talk to us.
Teal Deer doesn't talk to anybody but honey badgers.
Yeah. Right.
Or Stardusk. He'll be on Stardusk again.
Oh, yeah. He'll talk to them. Monkey lives in Syria, confirmed.
I was going to say something like, hey, Monkey, I think ISIS is at the door, but, Yeah. What was the show with the Incan Pyramid treasure hunt thing, says Cyberware? That was, oh, God.
I think you mean Ancient Aliens.
No, it was a game show on Nickelodeon. Show. I don't want to look this up. I should know this.
What, babe?
Could they hear it?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't remember. Somebody in chat will remember, I'm sure. Oh, Legends of the Hidden Temple. Yes, thank you, Carrie M. Yes. Legends of the Hidden Temple. That was a good one, too.
Monkey, when are we doing family night streams?
Family night?
Ask Lady Monkey.
Oh.
You Can't Do That on Television was a great show, but it wasn't a game show.
Yeah. Let's see. Legends of the Temple. The X Fireball says, get Teal Deer and Vegan Gains, and I'll get Ranting Monkey some good Trinidadian KFC. What makes Trinidadian KFC different or better than regular KFC? Do you do something different to it? Are there some different special herbs and spices involved there?
Bloodwing says it's all them rednecks you insulted coming for you.
Yeah.
I've seen Anime Renee suggested as a guest many times, and me and her actually talked about streaming together before we started the streams as a normal thing. I wouldn't mind having her on. I like what she does.
I'm not familiar with her.
Anime Renee. Her name's there in chat. Master, you just put it. You should check out. She's very soft spoken. That woman keeps opening that door. The fireworks are going off. Babe.
They're pretty.
Yes, but they can be heard on my mic.
Leave Lady Monkey alone.
Leave Lady Monkey
They're
alone.
pretty. Damn it.
I'm sorry. I tried to give you all fireworks, but Monkey's trying to oppress us all.
Yeah,
And
Monkey,
don't they
what's wrong with
sound
you?
awesome?
Yeah, I do sound
The
awesome.
best part of fireworks is not the sound.
Scott says Scribe get Dave Cullen on Thursday. Well, I know Based Mama, and Mama knows Dave pretty well now, so maybe, I don't know. Could happen, I guess.
Is her ninth kid going to come out with red hair?
Cool.
Is that wrong? I'm sorry.
Oh,
I love Mama, and I've
Mel.
made those jokes to her face, so I'm shipping them now.
Monkey, brown hair is the dominant gene, so props not.
It could happen.
No, the baby will come out crying with an Irish accent.
Do either of
That's
you
not how
remember
accents work.
Auto
Remember
Man?
Auto Man? You mean with the what was it? Desi Arnaz's kid? Yeah, Auto Man. Yeah, that was. I mean, if you follow the Cinema Snob, you know about Auto Man and Manimal quite a bit. But yeah, it was Desi Arnaz Jr. That's what it was. Desi Arnaz Jr. and whoever the guy was playing Auto Man. It had like Tron-like special effects for the day, and he was a guy that he was a computer program that could turn into a car.
Yes,
That's his thing. Yeah. Desi Arnaz Jr. It lasted for like 8 episodes or something, and it was ridiculous.
Get Tariq on.
Oh Lord.
Oh, do you think he'd come on? I would love to have Tariq on. I just want to chat to him.
Scribe watches Cinema Snob. I have the Cinema Snob movie. You know, I've got the Cinema Snob like public domain collection DVDs and things. I used to collect the videos I could before some of his stuff got DMCA'd, like his Caligula videos. Oh God, those are so funny. I haven't watched them in recent months. I kind of fell out of interest with them, but his old stuff's great. Let's see. Scribe Light, a CNN article for Scribe. Hookers for healthcare, says Colleen Bernier. Do you have that, staff reporter Colleen Bernier? You should put that into MSS News. Hey, Marty.
How's it going, Marty?
Marty says, I got Dave coming on. He subs to me. Oh, good for you. Congrats.
Cool.
If Monkey misbehaves, I'll open the door again, says Lady Monkey. Well, every time that Monkey opens the door for me, I make fun of him about his cunnilingus skills.
This is true.
Oh, how about Mantis? Oh, says Cyber. Yes, I remember Mantis. That was it was the guy who was like paralyzed, and he had the exosuit, and he was sort of like a robotic sort of cyber Batman, and that was on Fox for like, I don't know, a season or two. The special effects were really bad because they're all green screen, but yeah, you try to be. And he was a black superhero. He was a black superhero on Fox. It was one of the rare superhero shows before superhero shows became the norm. What else? What else we got? Nothing for you here says, if we can open a portal to another dimension, do you think we could trade with them, or would their world be too drastically different? I don't know.
For fuck's sake, the questions that you people ask.
No, just the questions that Nothing for You here asks. It's not so much everybody else. Let's see. What others? There's another. They tried a superhero TV show not too long ago, a non branded one. It was called The Cape, I believe, and it lasted for like 7 episodes or something. And it tried really hard to come up with an original IP. It was okay, sort of. I just kind of want to listen to the fireworks now.
Can you hear them?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, they're thumping and bumping all behind you.
Thumping and bumping. That's
Thumping
not
and
what fireworks do. They explode, Scribe.
Well, if this van's a thumping and bumping, don't come a knocking. I don't know.
Sure.
Scribe Light, I take back everything I was saying about you, says irate prostate. Why? What were you saying about me that you're now taking back? Marty says, Scribe Light, unclick SDA's profile. Oh, whoops. Am I? Oh, yeah. I still had you presented the whole time, even though you're not even on camera now. Let's see. So, do you guys have any big plans for the 4th? You're going to do anything exciting?
Yeah, I'm going to sit at home. That's
okay. SDA, any barbecue plans or anything?
I don't know.
Bloodwing says, any good horror movies on Netflix, Scribe Light? I'm in the mood for one. Well, there's a documentary about Hulk Hogan versus Gawker. That's kind of a horror story.
Friday the 13th or the Nightmare TV show? I think I like Friday the 13th better.
It was an original idea.
Yeah, I didn't think either of them were really great.
Friday the 13th always reminded me of 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, because like these bad objects got loose and they had to collect them back and all this kind of stuff. And if you remember,
Ranting Monkey SDA, who between you would win in a Pokemon? Me, obviously.
Yeah, not me. I don't do Pokemon.
I would kick Monkey's ass in a Pokemon battle.
It would be worse than how I kicked Vegan Gaines' ass today. It would just be slaughter.
No. I mean, like, you would get slaughtered. I hope that's what you mean.
She wouldn't even get a move off.
Mm-mm. No.
So I've got this late story from staff reporter Colleen Bernier that apparently she posted a couple days ago but didn't get read. Sure. Prostitutes speak out against Senate health bill. Hookers for health care. Adding a voice to the chorus against the Republican-led American Health Care Act is a group not usually heard on protest front lines. Prostitutes. Licensed prostitutes in Nevada working in legal brothels are organizing against legislation they say will devastate them, other prostitutes across the nation, and their families. Okay, with Obamacare now under threat of being repealed and replaced, thousands of prostitutes nationwide were, for the first time, able to obtain affordable health care insurance for themselves and their families. So, dubbing itself Hookers for Healthcare, this group plans to go, quote, on a political offensive, lobbying politicians, protesting in the streets, and waging battle on social media to stop the Republican effort. I'm sure they'll be lobbying politicians, whether it's about these issues or other things.
Maybe that's the holdup in the Senate. The hookers got in there.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my God. Okay.
That is some violent stuff out there.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see. Inquisitor says 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, most misuse of Vincent Price. I don't know about that. I thought Vincent Price brought a lot of class to what it was otherwise a Scooby-Doo cartoon with Scrappy in it, so. I don't see many questions coming in. All right, guys.
Things have quieted down.
Okay.
Scotch keeps asking about our favorite Boris Karloff film, and I don't have
Who's
one.
Boris Karloff?
Oh,
Born.
Really? Not even Frankenstein?
Really? What?
Okay, the classic image of Frankenstein, with the bolts on the side of his head and the flat top and all that.
Yeah.
It's Boris Karloff. Just like Bela Lugosi played sort of like the original Dracula.
Who's Bela Lugosi?
Bela Lugosi was an actor. He played Dracula.
Okay. I mean, you could have just said that without groaning like a weirdo.
I can't help but be a weirdo when you say you don't know who Boris Karloff is.
I don't believe it is, but I can't say I've ever actually watched any of his movies.
Favorite Boris Karloff movie, probably The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. But if not that, actually, I really like the original Mummy. That movie is very underrated for just its creepy atmosphere without being like some kind of like serial killer movie or something. He did a really great job in that movie.
You guys got to remember, like, Boris Karloff, when did he die? He's been dead a while.
He died in the 70s, I think.
Yeah, so like SDA's parents hadn't even knocked boots by the time.
Let's see. He died 1969. Yeah.
It's the year my father graduated high
My
school.
parents are older than you guys.
Wait a second. I mean, Boris Karloff died years and years and years before I was born. I know who he is.
Yeah, but it's closer to us than it is her.
Well, I guess.
And also, I don't even like movies. Scribe.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You don't like movies.
And
I mean,
millennials.
Cinephobe.
Don't like anything old.
Yeah, SDA is a cinephobe.
Except she liked Obi-Wan. Not Obi. She liked.
I like Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson was my first crush.
Really? From what?
Star Wars, duh, because he had long hair and old men with long hair. Yum.
She likes that homeless look.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, there's some
No,
people
I just
out on
like
this.
I really wanted no, I would just when I was like 7 or so, I just really wanted to marry Qui-Gon. What can I say?
All right. I mean, of all people you could have picked, Liam Neeson's not a bad choice.
I'm aware.
Okay, well then. Have you seen any of his other movies?
Yeah.
If you want to see Liam Neeson, long hair, still being a badass, look up the movie Rob Roy, and you will be a very happy girl.
Okay.
Yeah, Rob Roy.
I'm not gonna remember that.
That's okay. I'll send you a link or something. Jacob says, Scribelight, have you seen Plan 9 from Outer Space? Of course I have. Bloodwing says, Scribelight, Karloff was pretty good in The Raven as well. Yes, The Raven. Also, he did a movie way, way, way late into his career called, I believe it was called Target, where he basically played himself in a movie about an assassin, and he was trying to help some people like track down this sniper and everything. It's actually a really good movie. Nothing for you here. Have you ever had a dream that sticks in your head to this day?
Yes.
Yes. Sex with Kathy Ireland.
Oh, good one.
Yeah. Like 90s Kathy Ireland. Although she doesn't look that bad today, I guess. But anyway.
Mine is it was a nightmare, but it wasn't because there was anything scary in it. It's just the imagery, and somehow I knew Satan was chasing me.
Oh.
I was in this all-white room, and there's like flowing drapery, but it's all white. Everything is white, except for this one little phone sitting on a table next to a white couch. And I went over and I moved it, and it opened up this hidden staircase that was all black that led down into this purple room.
Okay.
And I get to the bottom, and I just get this overwhelming sense that Satan himself is coming for me. And I start trying to run, and I can't get back up the stairs. That's what I remember.
So white room down to a purple room and a black staircase.
Dark, yes.
You know, the first thing I thought was in a white room with black curtains, but that's a song lyric. In the white room. But the other thing that occurred to me is, have you read the old Edgar Allan Poe story, Mask of the Red Death?
Oh my God, that was the worst fucking thing. Well, you know what? No.
Whoa.
The book I'm reading right now is one of the worst fucking things, but that was like the most annoying goddamn short story we read.
Geez, I really triggered her on this one.
I really
anyway, the story concerns several different multicolored rooms that represent different things, and
anyway. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there was some, underlying, because yes, I was. Zenith asked if I was even Christian at the time. I was like 12 or so this is before I rejected my Christian upbringing. So yes.
Jesse just says Vincent Price, 13 Ghosts, and remake are both good. The 13 Ghost remake was, I mean, they were really pushing. I believe it was Dark Castle Productions, because the idea was they're taking all these old William Castle type horror movies like House of Wax and 13 Ghosts and all this stuff, and sort of redoing them for the modern age. And 13 Ghosts was, I guess, one of the better-ish ones, but I thought House on Haunted Hill, the first one, was probably the best one they did so far, when Jeffrey Rush was playing the Vincent Price character.
You don't have to ask Lady Monkey how old I am. I'm 42. I have no problem telling you that.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else asked, was that you? Was that also you who asked? If I ever had a dream where I was standing on a mountain and surrounded by midgets throwing pickles at me. I have not.
Your boy Pat, Dune 1984 or 2000 version. I actually kind of like the 2000 version better because it takes its time to tell practically the entire story much more richly than the 84 version. I mean, the 84 version holds a place in my heart just for like that one opening where they show the history of the story within those paintings before they get to it. But the Sci-Fi Channel production is just so grandiose, and the acting was so good, and that effect they used with the big silk screens to show the backgrounds, the deserts, and everything. I really liked that, and I really liked how they did Baron Harkonnen and the House Harkonnen stuff in that one too. So I kind of have to edge for the 2000 version.
I'm sorry, I missed who did it, and I'm having trouble moving my arms at the moment. I'm not meaning to be rude. Somebody asked our favorite Christmas cartoon.
Christmas cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh, for me, it's probably Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the Island of the Misfit Toys because I had it on VHS when I was little.
Santa's a bastard in that. Santa's a bastard. You're wrong.
Which one?
Huh?
Which one?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Santa.
I'm talking about. I know what you're talking. You're talking about like the original, like the really really old one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the sort of stop motion one.
Yeah, I'm talking about the newer one.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Me neither. Nobody.
It's more of like a
millennials.
3D. It came out in 2001. It's more like a 3D animation one. I've seen both, and like I know all the songs from both, but I like that one a lot. I don't know, like I just know all the lines and I like it.
I like the
It's like
Frosty.
comfort.
I like the Frosty the Snowman one.
Me too.
The old cartoon one where
The
like
old one,
his, the hat goes on his head and his little body kind of shivers before it pops up with a face and everything. Yeah.
Is that the one where he says "Happy birthday"?
Yeah. Happy
I
birthday.
cry when he melts in that one. I don't like it. It
But
makes
see,
me
Santa's
cry.
nice in that when it comes back and saves him.
I know, but I still cry, and I don't want to cry. I get really emotional with movies, so I.
You know, that's the only holiday where the Peanuts is not my favorite one because like the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown I fucking love, but the Christmas Peanuts one is a little too preachy to me. Even as a kid, it's like, why am I in church, Mom?
BG asked SDA favorite dystopian book. I really don't have a dystopian series that I'm a big fan of. I've read The Uglies and like The Pretties, that series. I've read The Hunger Games. I've read some other ones. I don't even remember what the names of them are. And none of them stick in my mind as being like really, really good. SDA, is that the Rudolph movie with the ice witch? No, it's the Rudolph movie with the toy taker.
Nothing for you here. Favorite animal in a movie? The bear from Grizzly Man.
Nice. That's actually fucked up.
I know, right? What's wrong with me?
Oh God. Jodie Foster and Nell.
At the bay. God.
I don't know.
Another Liam Neeson movie.
Yeah. I'm not a big animal person. Like my wife and children love Homeward Bound. I fucking hate that movie.
Benji the Hunted. Benji the Hunted.
I don't like dog or animal movies.
Or the bear from The Edge with Anthony Hopkins and Alec Baldwin. That was pretty good.
I really want to see the Dog's Purpose movie, or A Dog's Purpose.
A Dog's Purpose, really? Okay.
Yeah, like the trailer makes me cry.
Yeah.
But I want to see it.
BG, Scribe Light, favorite Asian horror film? Oh God.
Well, while you're thinking about that, Mash asked me what my favorite Christmas song is. I like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer because there's like the little things that you put into it, the like, like the stuff that you say in between the lines.
Favorite, the one that pops to mind, I guess it's my favorite just because I haven't seen that many Asian horror films, is probably The Eye. if you can find it. It's got a really cheesily happy ending, but I guess that's how Japanese horror films go. But the eye was kind of creepy. Cyberware says, Scribe Light Ranting Monkey, you both talked about Vampire the Masquerade. Thoughts on Werewolf? He means Werewolf the Apocalypse.
Never played.
I played quite a bit of it. Oh, thank you, Zenith. Golden Films made 2 Rudolph films, the one with Whoopi Goldberg, Ice Witch, and the one SDA likes. Both Rudolphs were even voiced by the same woman. Oh, okay. Thank you. Werewolf the Apocalypse, you kind of play good guys. It's sort of like the reversal of the vampire game, except you're playing werewolves who sort of fight to preserve Gaia, that's Earth. So you're fighting against the evils, against the environment and corruption of people and societies and stuff. Of course, there's politics involved and all that kind of thing. I couldn't quite get into Werewolf as much because it was sort of like everybody was trying to be a hero and getting along more than there was conflict, at least in the games I played, wasn't as fun as Vampire, where everybody's trying to kill each other, which is awesome. I always wanted to play an Ananasi, though. I didn't want to play a werewolf. I wanted to play one of the other kin. I wanted to play a giant spider, were spider. That was fun. Let's see. Well, this is last call, guys. We only got about 10 minutes left, and it seems like we're running out of questions here. Do we have any programming notes for the next day or two? Anything? Let's see, tomorrow night we're on Monkey's channel, are we not?
Yes.
Okay, on Monkey's channel tomorrow night.
And again, in about 2 hours, Bay and I are going to be live on my channel, and I will have cam on. So.
And if you haven't already, please by all means hit the like button because that helps with the algorithm.
Actually, I don't think it does.
Oh, doesn't it? Well, I've been told by some authority, Monkey, that it does. So is that not true?
I am still figuring out the algorithm, and the only one that anybody has suggested so far that seems to make a difference is the like thing. Yes. Well, actually, it's not necessarily even the likes because the dislikes seem to be able to do it too. It's the interaction there.
Let's see some last questions here. Scotch asks, Ranting Monkey, have you seen the Hidden Colors series?
It doesn't sound.
Yeah,
I'm not familiar. Maybe.
Inquisitor says, Scribe and Monkey, what clan should I play in Vampire Bloodlines? Any of them. You thinking Nosferatu? Nosferatu can be fun. It's a different kind of style of gameplay.
Yeah.
I like Tremere. I like Tremere was fun.
It doesn't really seem to make much of a difference, honestly.
Malkavian, Nosferatu, and Tremere are very, at least storyline wise, very different types of play from most of the other ones. The other ones are relatively generic mostly, but Tremere, Malkavian, and Nosferatu are definitely variants that are noticeable to me. What are you laughing at?
Okay, I know Magoon's a douche. But
yes.
Read what he was trying out for.
What do you say? What's the, okay? What's the difference? Oh, I clicked on his YouTube channel somehow. Okay, you want to read it because I apparently screwed that up.
I'm not reading it. You read it.
Let me find it again real quick. All right. It's not letting me look at it. It's taking me right.
What's the difference between black people and snow tires? A snow tire doesn't sing when you put chains on it.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Nothing for you here asks, would you rather your kid become a vegan or a feminist? Oh.
Dead.
I wouldn't mind if they became a feminist or a vegan if they didn't become part of the religion of veganism.
Yeah, if they just like had a very specific diet but didn't make it all like a judgment call on everybody else, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
As long as they're doing it
My
healthily.
problem is not with veganism. It's people who want to judge my morality based on it. Go fuck yourself.
I'm not even sure that vegan should be like the term anymore because that like represents an ideology. It should be like hardcore vegetarian.
No, people call it
veganism.
eating a plant-based diet. If you want to like, if you want to be a vegan and like not have people look at you like you're a fucking crazy person who's about to like come to their house in dreadlocks and kill them.
Mm-hmm.
people usually just say that they are on a plant-based diet because it's the same thing.
Jesse Jess says, would you rather be a vampire or Voldemort? A vampire because Voldemort's dead. Like dead.
Yeah, Voldemort's this all-powerful wizard who gets his ass kicked repeatedly.
Exactly.
He's such a bitch villain.
Well, I mean, you know what? Most villains in children's stories are.
Well, the issue with Voldemort is he's not as powerful as he's made out to be.
Mm-hmm.
For those who've read the stories, SDA, I'm sorry if I'm ruining it for you. What made him powerful was how afraid his followers were of him. They're the ones who did most of the horrible he's basically Charles Manson.
Yeah.
He's not above killing, but most of what was done and that people fear him for was done by his Death Eaters.
Right. His minions.
Yeah. He was...
I read Prostrate's asked several times, Scribe, have you seen John Dies at the End? I have tried watching John Dies at the End a couple of times now, and I get distracted. It just doesn't hold my attention. I don't know. I'm sure I know it's a cult movie to some people. I didn't find anything wrong with it per se. It just didn't hold my attention, I guess. Your boy Pat says, now I know I'm hard to offend because that was a nigger joke. LOL.
I'm sorry, Pat. That just cracked me the fuck. I love incredibly racist jokes.
Yeah.
I'm eating ribs right now.
Oh Jesus! You're a walking apology from Bill Maher, Pat. That's what you are. Let's see.
See, I like racist jokes on all races.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care what kind of racist joke it is. I just want to
tell me racist jokes on white people. I don't give a shit. Whatever.
I just like racist jokes. I like jokes that make you go, ooh.
Yeah, cringy jokes.
Rod Line says, if anyone hasn't seen Better Off Dead, watch it. I would agree, but it is very dated.
Yeah. It is.
But I got it and watched it, and my children were like, why, Dad? Why an 80s movie? And then they actually, were kind of hanging around watching, and both of them ended up really liking it because it is funny as shit.
You only have 2 children? Did you get rid of one?
Oh, the boys. The girl lives by herself.
I just, because you sound like you meant all the children. You just lock one in the basement and...
No, I thought I said the boys. I screwed up if I didn't.
Irie Prostate says, Scribe Light, the refurbished version of Phantasm. I haven't seen the refurbished version, but Phantasm is still a great horror movie. And you can't get better than the lead actor that plays the villain, the tall man. His real name is Angus Scrim. It's like you don't even need to give that guy another name. Just have him come out and say, I'm Angus Scrim. And he's got the great voice, too. He just recently died, too.
That just sounds like a bitchy butt villain name.
The tall man or Angus Scrim?
Angus Scrim.
Scrim, yeah. That was his real name. It was great.
I want to talk about this for a second. Kelvin said he's eating chicken, and we had the rib joke. I have never understood how eating is in any way a racial slur. I get that it is. I just don't get why it is.
Yeah, doesn't everybody eats chicken? I never understood that one in particular. It's like, what's chicken got to do with anything? I'm sure there's a source of it. I'm sure there's a source. I don't understand it.
Grape soda. I love all that stuff, and I don't think it's a racial issue.
I thought it was funny when Hillary Clinton went on to a black radio show, and they were like, what do you always have in your purse? And she went, hot sauce.
Yeah.
To try to relate to the black community. And that was the funniest shit.
Oh, no.
The hosts of that show were just like, is this old ass white lady fucking serious right now?
I always got my bottle of Tabasco in my purse. Oh, Jesus.
No, yeah, I just don't get how what you eat is a racial slur.
Like
if somebody said, "Ooh, you like potatoes because I'm Irish," I'm like, yeah, I do.
Pat says it's more Southern than anything. I like I say, I know there must be some kind of origin to why that is some kind of put down or some kind of stereotype. I just, at this point, at this day and age, let's say in the current year, I don't get why it means anything at all, really.
Yeah, if I was black and somebody go, oh, I bet you like chicken. I'd be like, yeah, I like chicken. It's okay to like chicken. There's nothing wrong with liking chicken unless you're talking to vegan gains.
Yeah.
Is he black or is he just blackish?
I don't know what he is, and I don't want to judge.
You don't want to judge.
Do you think he's like black and he has like a forbidden relationship with chicken, which is why he went vegan and why he's so angry about it?
I think based on some of the things I heard today, he may want an amorous relationship with a four-legged animal.
And that sounds like a great place to end. So with that headline for the rumor mill, chat, as always, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you so much for all the well wishes. I'm back today and tomorrow. I will most likely be out again Monday and Tuesday for still playing tour guide and on vacation. So unless something changes, I will be back in full swing Wednesday going forward. Remember that in just 2 hours on SDA's channel, there will be a stream with her and Mara Jane. Regarding books and such, or the book you hate the most?
Regarding the first book in the Covenant series, Half-Blood, and we're also talking about the novella, if you want to fucking call it that, demon that goes before it. I'll bitch about it later.
All right. And tomorrow night, remember that we're on Monkey's channel, so be sure to tune in for that. And I think that's all the news that's fit to print for now. Thank you so much to all of our MSS News contributors tonight. Thank you to our moderators. And thank you to everyone who hit that like button. Monkey, SDA, as always, thank you for joining me. And my life makes me apparently explode when the doors open. Monkey. See you guys tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.